Habari Africa, mimi ni King, na furaha kukutana na wewe. Asante kwa kutazama King Seso. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Zuma, the chess master, once again did his thing. He wrote 2 love letters to the ANC on the day of the anniversary, 113 years that the ANC is celebrating, just to disturb them and derail him so that they can talk about him. And what does Fikile and Cyril Ramaphosa do? They answer questions related to these letters. Instead of saying no comment, we are not interested, we will deal with this later, they answer these questions of these letters. Jacob Zuma has got the ANC by the balls. I want to speak also about Collen Malatjie, the president of the Youth League of the ANC, saying that the ANC is returning to the churches. The ANC is returning to the society. Where was this ANC all this time? It was not in the churches. It was not in the societies. He said the renewal of the ANC cannot happen outside the Youth League of the ANC. We need to break that down. The South African Communist Party continues to tell the ANC, even on their birthday, that, hey, Tina, we don't want to work with these right-wing parties. They are racist. They don't want to work with workers. They don't want to collaborate with anything that has to do with white monopoly capitalists. And the Communist Party is saying this right in front of the face of the president of the party. This is quite interesting. And also, let's look at what happened in Hammanskraal. Nasiphi Moya, who is the new Tshwane mayor, has fixed the issue of the water in Hammanskraal. She went there and drank the water. She said the water is now okay for consumption. Why was the ANC not fixing this problem? Why was the Democratic Alliance not fixing this problem? What is it that this woman did in less than 6 months to solve this problem? Hi, my friend. And the same action, they say, has exposed John Steenhuisen to say, hey, John, you said you are using a Corolla to travel around and you are saving money so that more money can be used to the citizens. Hey, that's a Fikile one. He's using blue lights also. He's using the expensive cars. His fleet of cars is more than 2 million rand. And they caught him and asked him the question, listen, give us a report on which type of cars that you are reporting that you are using in parliament. And yeah, he's using the German machines. I also want to speak about the MK suspending 3 members again there in Ward 2 in KwaZulu-Natal. Here's a keep. MK, you still suspending more members. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I'm covering quite a few topics with you guys. Listen, I'm quite excited with the people that got their tickets for the gala dinner. Quite a few people. I'm surprised. It's January. Some people don't have money, but I'm very happy. And it is, I'm very humbled that some of you are inquiring about the tickets and some of you are purchasing the tickets. So for those who don't know, the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture that we are building here in the Northern Cape is in need of money. We need money to build the school. So we are asking you guys to join the fundraising gala dinner that will be happening on the 2nd of May. So please, the tickets are 1,000 Rand for a seat in the table and 2,000 Rand for a VIP. So you can go on our website www.baseta.co.za. You click the 3 dots on the side for the drop down menu. You choose gala event and you go to populate your information there and purchase the tickets there, or you can just pay on the account and send me a WhatsApp of proof of payment, and I will be able to verify and send you your ticket. You will have a special reference number when you do it via the website, and everything will be done. So thank you so much. to everyone that has supported us, ladies and gentlemen. We still need those 50 rand contributions of each month. You know, I'm very happy that you guys are not stopping to send the 50 rand contributions each month. Guys, I know money is tight, but the future of our children is at stake here. We have to make sure that this school becomes a success. Thank you so much for everyone that has donated to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture in 2024. Well, let's get to these 2 letters that Jacob Zuma has sent, asking the ANC to reinstate him before the end of the month, or you'll take them to court. I mean, Jacob Zuma, my goodness. For him to decide for his lawyers and his foundation to drop these letters today, or yesterday when you guys watched the video, on the birthday of the ANC, on the anniversary, the ANC has got serious problems to worry about, not letters like this. And now you take their attention, you derail it completely. And you know about Sister Mbalula, they are not going to stop to address you. They're going to call you with all sorts of names.
Zuma is a liar. There is a catalog of lies he have made to South Africans. Go and look at them. He's a liar. Unreliable, self-serving. And I'm saying that. Go and look at that. There's a catalog of the untruths he have said in this country. To the ANC and to everybody. He's a liar, unreliable, and at the same time irresponsible. And I've got a right to say that because he's not a member of the ANC. I've got a right to say that. He is irresponsible, a liar, and he is a liar. And if he says he's not a liar, he must tell us why he's not. We will throw the book at him. He's a liar.
First of all, I'm very disappointed that Fikile Mbalula went emotional on the response of Jacob Zuma and did not catch what was going on. You don't play around with Jacob Zuma. Leave that man to play around alone. Just say, listen, today we are celebrating the 113th anniversary of the ANC. Other things that are outside the celebration of the ANC, we are not going to entertain, especially things coming from that person that you are talking about. You don't even mention his name. You say, that person that you are talking about, we are not going to address him today. Thank you. Next question. Next question. Anyone with another question? You know, done. Yeah, you can go with Jacob Zuma is a liar. He's unreliable. He's self-centered. All of those words that you are trying to insult him and everything, it's not going. You are playing into his hands. I Fikile, man. Why can't you guys understand what politics is, man? This is a political game. And Jacob Zuma is checkmating you guys all the time. Because you guys are not focused, you know. So I was disappointed for myself to see that they would even give the former president any attention. And I spoke to some ANC leaders. I'm like, oh, guys, why is it that the ANC Secretary General is doing this, giving Jacob Zuma so much attention, you know, calling him names and doing all of this thing on the birthday of the ANC? And they were also equally disappointed to say Fikile Mbalula should have just brushed that question away. I was even further disappointed. Even the president was answering about a letter that he claims that he did not even see.
Your former friend of many years that you sidestepped as a negotiator ultimately defeated him again in 2017 through a proxy. Wrote a letter this morning to the ANC saying he wants his membership reinstated. Your views of Jacob Zuma wanting to be a member of the ANC against his party leading another party that ultimately hurt you at the polls?
Well, the disciplinary processes in the ANC have been conducted, done and dusted. So I have not seen the letter, but all I can say is that we have followed due process, and the Secretary General has been absolutely proper and correct in the way that he has led the interpretation and the execution of our Constitution. So we will read the letter as we should, and we will also take a view on the letter, but the disciplinary processes have been done in accordance with our constitution.
Very disappointing from Cyril Ramaphosa himself. You know, he tried not to give the question too much attention, but still, just stop these reporters on their tracks. Don't allow them to push this agenda for you to answer to Jacob Zuma on this specific day. You know, of all days, today you're going to answer Jacob Zuma's questions. And you know very well that you followed your disciplinary process to the T according to you. I mean, Jacob Zuma is arguing that you did not give him a fair chance. You did not allow him to postpone the dates and change the dates and all of the things that they are making as an argument to this case. But really, the ANC president should not be entertaining anything that comes from the MK political party. Nothing. And when you hear the spokesperson of the Jacob Zuma Foundation, he's saying, listen, we want to work with the progressive faction in the ANC. We want this 70%. We don't even want 2/3 majority. We want more than that. We want to unite all black parties under one umbrella. And that umbrella apparently is the MK political party. So for me, I'm disappointed that the ANC took its time to entertain these letters on this day. I'm not even reading the letters for you guys because the day is the anniversary, 113th anniversary of the ANC. Why entertain other things? You know, but you know, the MK political party plays politics very well, and now they've got us making videos about it. So it's really very interesting on what it's going on. Okay, now Collen Malatjie talking about the renewal of the ANC is saying that the Youth League is going to be center of this renewal, and the ANC is going back to the churches. Zakhala, man.
The ANC is going back to churches. The ANC is going back to all corners of society to say that we are renewing ourselves. All the debt that was in the ANC, you have seen all of it. It has went next door. It is no longer with us. We are a cleaner ANC, and the renewal project of the ANC will be fully led and be implemented by the ANC Youth League, because there is no renewal without the Youth League leading the renewal project, because it's only the Youth League that can be able to fully deliver the renewal agenda of the African National Congress and totally deliver our people to economic freedom now, not later, because poverty is the enemy of our people, and we fought for a total liberation because we're fighting against those that oppressed us and depositioned us from our land and all economic activities of our own country. Thank you very much, President.
I wish someone can tell Collen Malatjie that he is the stumbling block why the Youth League of the ANC is not breaking through to the community. He's the stumbling block. You know, he tried to copy the style of Julius Malema in terms of the leadership style, because he himself does not have an identity. You know, was Collen Malatjie elected or selected? Was he elected? Or was he just propelled and Collen, there is no character there. There's absolutely, I fail to see the values that Collen Malatjie brings to the youth of South Africa, never mind the youth or Youth League of the ANC. Looking at the previous Youth League leaders, I mean, those are proper politicians. From all of that, besides the one before him, from all of that to Collen Malatjie, people saying statements like we are going back to the churches, we are going back to the community. Where were you? If you are, the ANC was not in the churches, the ANC was not in the communities, that all the debt has left, they have went next door. We are a clean now, not a clean political party, but we are a cleaner. We are cleaner now that these people have left and went to the MK political party. Zakhala, Collen, I wish somebody can sit down with you, a young man, and teach you politics, because but good luck anyways. For me, deep down, I want the ANC to do good in the Western Cape in particular, because I want them to take the DA underneath 50%, because that will make me very happy. But that's me personally. I want the ANC to do good. Let's continue to pray for everybody that will be traveling from all around South Africa going to the January 8th statement. So I've got some very good friends that are traveling from Mpumalanga and family that is traveling all the way to Cape Town. So let's pray for these people to be safe or on the road. The South African Communist Party continues in front of Cyril Ramaphosa to tell him, listen, we are going to run for the elections independently, but it does not mean that we hate you, but we hate what you are.
Congress took a decision to contest elections independently of the ANC, and that decision does not serve as an abandonment of the alliance, but important, we shall use it as a critical component of reconfiguring the alliance as a strategic political center of power. And that, post-elections, we shall not allow our movement to be in coalition or in alliances with the right-wing forces who are against the workers and the poor of this country, who continue to launch an attack on the workers in this country, who are racist, who don't want workers in this country, who exploit from workers, who are responsible for the use of foreign nationals and cheap labor. The Communist Party loves the ANC. We are committed to the Revolutionary Alliance. On those words, happy birthday, ANC, happy birthday.
Big up to the South African Communist Party. We will always salute you when we see you for taking no nonsense. It might be a little bit late that you guys have acted, but nevertheless you have acted, and we respect you guys for not wanting to work with the Democratic Alliance and the Freedom Front Plus and all of these left-wing parties, the right-wing parties that want to go up against the workers' rights, that wants cheap labor and all of those things. Why the ANC will... You working with a party, your international outlook is different. Here in the country, you don't agree with basic wages. You don't agree with anything. You cannot even agree with that black and white children must be in one class. There's nothing that you are agreeing with the Democratic Alliance, but you chose to work with them. So we salute the Communist Party for saying enough is enough. Tot ye any federally. So I'm very happy for the Communist Party for taking a stand, and every time they get a chance, every time they get an opportunity to speak on the mic, they remind the ANC that, listen, we are contesting alone next year in 2026. And we are telling you why we are contesting alone is because you are working with those people. I know you can see Cyril Ramaphosa and them laughing because it's a laughing matter. They are not intimidated by the Communist Party going and contesting alone. They don't care, the ANC, if they lose votes. They don't care. They rather stick with the Democratic Alliance because the Democratic Alliance is the true alliance partner to the ANC. That is the honest truth. They are the alliance partner, not the Communist Party. Because the Communist Party has been telling us for 30 years that the ANC does not listen to them. Does not. From Thabo Mbeki up until now, they never listen to any suggestions, anything that the Communist Party has done, especially under the term of Cyril Ramaphosa. There is nothing they take serious that comes from the Communist Party. So that's something very that the Communist Party is doing very good. Guys, Hammanskraal has been suffering under the leadership of the mayor of the Democratic Alliance for years. How many years? 6 years? 6 years now? I don't understand how this lady, Nasiphi Moya, came in and in less than 6 months, she fixed the water problem. You know how many people have been unalived by drinking this contaminated water there in Hammanskraal?
But what I can assure you today, we are coming here to announce to the residents of Tshwane and the residents of Hammanskraal that the first module is complete and that the water that is flowing in the taps of the areas that are supposed to benefit from the first module is fit for consumption. Those areas are supplied by the Babelegi Reservoir. They include your Mandela Village, Steve Biko, Marokolong, and the Babelegi Industrial Area. And so we are here not only to announce, we're going to go into the community as the leadership. We will drink the water ourselves as a demonstration that we mean what we say, that the water is fit for consumption. But we could not have done this without the support of the community of Hammanskraal. This project is one project that has not been interrupted. There hasn't been project stoppage. We haven't had issues with extortion here. And that doesn't happen in isolation from the community, from the ward councillors, from the City of Tshwane officials and the leadership. Without the support of the Gauteng government, without the support of our national government. So today we say we do not praise the fish for swimming, but it would be amiss of us not to celebrate this milestone. And that we want the residents to, after 20 years, drink the water from the taps. And so what we'll do then, we'll go into the community. And what is important is that there are still other areas that are coming. The second module is planned for the end of Feb, but obviously the updates will flow when the work is happening. But we want to thank you for being here to be a witness to this milestone. So yeah, I will hand over.
I'm very impressed with this, and I hope that this water is going to remain of a quality of to be a drinkable water. Because we have seen this stunt before. We have seen ANC people go there and drink the water. We have seen the DA go there and drink the water, you know, after claiming that they fixed it. So I'm hoping that the Action SA can actually solve this problem with their mayor. It looks like they have solved it. For some communities, they are still going to open more pipes to flow to other people so that the other people can get the drinkable water. But I'm very impressed. I think respect has to be given where it is due, because in less than 6 months, the new mayor is now opening taps and drinking water from them. I'm very, very, very impressed. I'm telling you, it shows me that the Democratic Alliance did not want to fix this problem. That the ANC did not want to fix this problem. Remember, there's tenders and what of water tanks, water trucks that are driving up and down, delivering water. There's those type of tenders where people are eating because of this crisis of the water. And the sad thing is that people were unalived because of this issue. It's very sad that a politician will sit knowing that they can solve the problem and allow people to lose their children, lose their parents because of this problem. How many people were supposed to die up until the Democratic acted? Now, Action SA has come in with the help, of course, of the EFF and the ANC, and they have sorted this problem out. So I think we need to give respect and salute the Queen for what she has done there. Now, the same Action SA took to Parliament to ask John Steenhuisen about the usage of blue lights motorcade.
Minister Steenhuisen, people are driving black German-made cars. You are driving just a Toyota Corolla.
Toyota Corolla.
But why? Why are you subjecting yourself to modesty?
Cost-saving mechanisms.
Yeah.
More money to be spent on the citizens, not on the politicians. There we go.
All right.
I'm not sure if Action South Africa, A, wants me to attend to my official duties on a bicycle, but sadly the distances and the terrain and the requirements would preclude that. Or they want me to now go to the expense of now removing these systems off these cars. If that'll make them happy, then I'd be quite happy to do so. But it's going to incur expenditure. Instead, like all DA ministers, we've instructed those who are responsible for driving these vehicles that blue lights or these security features are only able to be utilized in the case of a life or death situation where there is no alternative. There's no scandal here. No expenditure has been expended by the Department of Agriculture on any vehicle for me. These are vehicles that were in an existing fleet and which, by utilizing, has actually saved money. Additionally, when ministers are not in Gauteng province or in the Western Cape, they're entitled to hire vehicles to attend to their official duties. Now, again, I'm not sure how Action SA expects people to execute their official functions if they are not able to utilize vehicles to get to the communities that need to see them. And in my case, in the Agriculture Ministry, many of these are far-flung and in very difficult areas to reach. Nonetheless, like all DA ministers, we've made a commitment that when we hire vehicles, we will always try and use the most cost-effective option. And that is why when I was in Limpopo for the presidential Imbizo, I insisted that we hired a Corolla Cross for utilization on that day because we were not going into any tricky terrain or anything. We were going to the local city hall.
You see that stunt of the Corolla? I wish I can get that video when I made a video, because I made a video about this. I told you guys, don't believe this rubbish. Don't believe this rubbish. I told you. Yeah, every day he's using a Corolla. There's white fleet cars, Q7s and BMWs that they are using, blue light cars. They can say no, the DA wants the blue lights to be used only when it's necessary. Don't challenge our intellectual capacity, please. How? We are not children, John. You can play around with the DA people and whatever, but don't come and play around with us. We see right through you guys. It's the same thing that you did in Johannesburg. It's the same thing that you did there in Ekurhuleni. It's the same thing that you guys act as if when you get into power, you will cut security, you'll cut cost and whatever. But the Democratic Alliance, they themselves are enjoying these blue lights. Everywhere where they go, the blue lights are there. There's no Corolla. Wait a king. I wish they could have asked him directly. Now, where is this Corolla of yours? Ni pake bile Corolla. You can't be. Listen, you can't get into a position like a minister, a MEC or MMC or whatever it is, and come want to use your car because you can't drive yourself. And I think that should change in the future. But anyway, because Tina, we get into taxis, we get into whatever, we drive. But Tina, it is quite important. We don't carry any decision-making powers. So they get securities, it's fine. So don't pretend as if that security, you are neglecting it, you don't want it and whatever. It is the reasoning capacity of a grade 12. Man. Hey, yes. So I'm happy that Action SA has taken him to task and wanted him to answer to those questions. He did answer to those questions, and he was dilly-dallying here, running around, talking a lot of rubbish here and all of those things. So I'm happy to report that he lied to you South Africans. He's not using the Corolla. He's using the blue lights according to his response. Not according to me. According to his response, John Steenhuisen is also using the blue light cars. We call it white fleet, the government fleet cars for doing his duties. He says, are they expecting that I should go with a bicycle? No, not the bicycle, the Corolla. I need you showed us the Corolla. Leave the bicycle alone. Go with the Corolla. She's clever, Dana. Yes. There is 3 members that were expelled again from the MK political party. I want to bring the letter through so that I can read the names of the guys that were expelled from the MK political party. It's very interesting that the MK political party is cleaning house like this. One of the member again is Dr. Kwazi. What is Dr. Kwazi doing actually? He's just coming there to play games. And somebody told me last week when I made a video about Dr. Kwazi, he said, King, you don't know this Kwazi. That thing, he told you that thing. He is up to no good. Again, another person that was suspended, Ucebisile Zuma, and Ustabiso Nkabinde. So those are the people that have been suspended for doing what? The Umkhonto weSizwe has suspended all those who were involved in the registration of wrong candidates in Msunduzi Ward 2 election. They registered the wrong candidates. Imagine those people did not win the selection, and now they are the ones that stood. These people are taking chance. How can you do something like that? Do you think that your party is not going to find out with this nonsense that you are doing? Now they have found out. These people must go. Unfortunately, this might be good for MK people to say, King, we are happy we are cleaning shops. All of this rubbish and dust that is in the MK, we are sweeping it out. Some people would say, but what type of governance are we going to have when MK is in control? Even in just KwaZulu-Natal, are people going to be fired each and every week? Last week some people were fired. This week some people were suspended. Expelled. We don't know what is going to happen. So let's hope by when the 2026 local elections come, that the MK political party will be happy with their members and they would have cleaned everything out to their satisfaction. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in on King Said So. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace and Pan-Africanism. I salute you.